All right, how's it going? Today I'm here to talk about the 68 Camaro we picked up, well, maybe 2 weeks ago, and it's on the fast track to getting rust repair done, a new drivetrain put in, and we just really want to make this a drivable car with some good features like a 5.3 LS motor is what we picked with a T56 transmission, manual 6-speed. And the reason why we picked this motor and tranny combo mostly is because my cousin already had it from his Nova build. So this is a junkyard 5.3 motor, stock. You know, it's really more of a mock-up motor. We know it runs, we know it's good, but it's stock. It's a stock motor. The other thing we got here is our T56 6-speed tranny next to our Turbo 350 that we pulled out. It's a rebuilt transmission, but we're gonna go with the 6-speed, and we're gonna get this motor and tranny stabbed in. We're gonna get it modified to fit the 6-speed. We're gonna have to cut out the trans tunnel and clearance it and see what we got to do. So let me flip the camera around and I'll show you more. All right, starting with the 5.3, the first couple things we got to do to even mock this motor up is these motor mounts. Got on Amazon, found these guys for like, I want to say 40 bucks, but they're adjustable LS motor mounts. Actually, they might have been like 70 bucks, but either way. We're gonna try them out, a lot of adjustability. Second thing you're gonna need is, this is a cast block, obviously. So it's like a Tahoe Suburban block, which has the deep oil pan. You're gonna need more of a shallow, low profile oil pan that, will help you clear. And you got to make sure with these kind of cars, you got to make sure that the oil pan is cut back, further back to clearance your steering bar. So we got the motor mounts, we got the oil pan. That'll help us get everything mocked up. Now coming around, like I said, we got the 6-speed manual to go in. This transmission is out of like a 90s Camaro Z28. It already has the input shaft that will mate up with the LS motor, and we got a drive shaft made. We'll see if it'll fit. It was already in a Nova. But let's step around and look at the body work here. This had a lot of rust on this passenger side. And I started there because it was straight, but just rusty. And I've been watching YouTube videos at night and doing this at the day, you know, figuring out what I need to do. And I'm pretty much learning this as I go. But one of the first things we did here was get the car leveled up. You go all the way around and you pretty much just get the car level. Once you get the car level, before we start cutting this car apart, I pretty much went around and started measuring from the ground up to certain body lines, and just to make sure we were squared up. And here, let's say you come up from the floor to this body line here, 42 7/8, right? Come over to your other side. This is pretty amazing that I actually got them the same, because well, this guy is actually, oh, there we go, 42 7/8. This car's been hit on this side, but you want to get it squared up from the ground up. Same thing in the front. I measured, this one was 29 7/8. This one was 29 3/4. So the front squaring up from the ground, it's an 1/8 out of square. I could probably live with an 1/8 out of square. The back was pretty much perfect. So we're looking good there. So we'll get cut into this rocker panel here. That's the first order of business. At first I thought I was gonna just do a rear quarter and a rocker panel, but After tearing the carpet back, we obviously need a floor pan. That just got ordered. The inner rocker looks pretty good, but this outer rocker, that's where I'm gonna start. And we got the replacement panel, and I started, after getting it leveled up, I got the spot weld, another Amazon special here. The spot weld drill bits, really nice. You got to center punch out the spot welds, then you just burn them out with that thing, and we'll just start working our way back here. But after cutting the rust out, I saw that this outer wheelhouse is pretty much gone. So I ended up ordering that. That's on the way also. It was like 40 bucks for this outer wheelhouse piece. That was like 60 bucks for the floor pan. And then we also need, this is a drop trunk piece, and it was like $30. But when this piece gets welded on, the bottom flange and the wheelhouse, the wheelhouse, it all needs a place to weld to. And this being all rusted out, that's just not gonna work, obviously. So, a lot of work. We have a lot of work to do here. But that's it. This is our 68 Camaro. Title's in my name. We're gonna start with the rust and just literally educate myself as I go. My dream is to rebuild muscle cars. And I haven't got into this extensive of body work, but thank God for YouTube and infinite knowledge that comes from there. So I'll make YouTube videos as I do it, just to show what I come across and what this build is going to have in store for me. But 5.3 LS, T56 manual 6-speed, pretty stock car. Here's the other thing when it comes to this guy here. The other decision I need to make is, do we go fuel injected or do we go carbureted? And carbureted LS motor, they're just a lot simpler, you know? So I got some thinking there. If we go fuel injected, obviously we'd have to upgrade the fuel system. So yeah, there it is. All right, a couple more things to add about this 68 Camaro build and the plans I have for it. Really is to get it drivable. I'm not building a race car or a drag car or anything like that. I want to get a good motor and tranny in there, and I want this car to be something you can just get in it and rely on it and drive it. And really, I'm not doing a full off restoration either. So like, I'm just getting the rust out of it. I'm taking the body and the interior to like the next level, but I'm not perfecting everything. So this will just be like getting this car out of the field it was in and like getting it back on the road. There's still gonna be a ton of work to do after that point, but that's my goal, is just get this car to that next level. For me, it's hard to even find these first generation Camaros or any really cool muscle car. Like I like to call them the ultra rare 69 Chevelles, Chargers, 70 Chevelles, 69 Camaros, 68 Camaros. I mean, those are the good cars. There's a bunch more, but for me to get a hold of them, they're gonna be rusty, old, in fields. I just don't have the money yet to buy the really nice ones. So I'm just trying to find the projects, pull them out of the fields, get them ready for the next guy, and have fun doing it and learn a bunch doing it. Because this car, it's a 68 Camaro, plain Jane car. It's a V8 car, but it's just a 68 Camaro. No SS, no RS, no Z28. So it's a good car to learn on, but it'll help me get to the point where I do find the Z28, the SS, the RS, whatever it is, the Charger RT, I can feel more confident in restoring that car when I get there. So that's the plan. Get this thing rust-free on the road, running, driving, stopping, make a profit, possibly, or maybe just learn in the process for the next build. So thank you for watching, and stay tuned for some more 68 Camaro build.